How do I understand voter ID laws? Imagine heading to your polling place confident you know exactly what to bring and what to expect. That confidence comes from understanding your state's voter ID laws. These laws are rules that requiring you to show some form of identification before you can vote in an election. But they can be different depending on where you live, so knowing your specific rules is key to exercising your voting rights. Voter ID laws generally fall into two groups. Some states have strict laws, meaning you must present an approved ID to cast your ballot. If you do not have the right ID, you might be allowed to vote with a provisional ballot. This ballot is only counted if you later show acceptable ID within a certain time frame, usually a few days after the election. Other states have non-strict laws, which may let you verify your identity in other ways. You might sign an affidavit, have a poll worker vouch for you, or confirm your identity after voting. The types of IDs accepted vary from state to state. Commonly accepted IDs include a driver's license, state identification card, passport, or military identification card. Some states also accept non-photo IDs like a utility bill, bank statement, birth certificate, or voter registration card. But rules about these are different in each state, so it's important to check what your state requires before you go to vote. Remember, voter ID laws are separate from voter registration rules. Registering to vote confirms you are eligible, but many states also requiring you to show ID when voting. Some states send a voter registration card after you register, which in some cases can serve as ID. But most of the time, you will need additional identification to vote. If you don't have the required ID, there are options to get one. These might involve costs, travel, and time, which can be tough for some voters. Some organizations offer help to assist voters in obtaining the necessary ID so they can vote without barriers. It's a good idea to start early and check what documents you need and where to get them. To protect your right to vote, check your state's voter ID requirements well before Election Day. Know what types of ID are accepted and whether there are alternatives if you lack standard identification. Understand the procedures for voting if you do not have ID, such as casting a provisional ballot or signing an affidavit. If you need help, contact local election officials or voter assistance groups for support. Being informed about your state's voter ID laws helps you avoid surprises at the polls. The goal of these laws is often to prevent fraud, but they can also make voting harder for some eligible voters. Knowing your rights and requirements makes it easier to participate confidently and ensure your voice is heard.